Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars. I am Steele Saunders and I do love Star Wars. And I have my show going in another window somehow. Several windows. Oh my God. Welcome to the Hyperchat. We have gone no days without a technical hiccup. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting the background set. Move that around, getting the camera angles, getting the graphics all going. I swear to God, if you looked at one of our videos from 2 weeks ago to now, it would seem like it was like 3 years ago with the humble improvements that we've been able to make. So that's good. Now, huge news. Let's get to it. We on? No, that's not how I want it at all. I should welcome everyone. Welcome to the patrons who are listening via their exclusive audio. Bang. We have got that going. And welcome to everyone on YouTube. Sorry, just getting all this clicking. On YouTube, we're on Periscope, which is on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. I can see all your comments live. I'll try to keep up on all those platforms. They come through on the one thing. So the cool thing about the Facebook is that you can keep commenting afterwards. And I always go back and reply. And if you're watching on YouTube, at youtube.com, you can always leave a comment if you can get to watch live, and I try to get back to them. I hit approve first, just to make sure we're keeping things in check. But huge news, as Deadline is reporting that Black Mirror's Toby Haynes to direct Rogue One spin-off series at Disney Plus as Tony Gilroy steps aside as director. Now, this is not as nefarious as it might first seem as we delve deep. You think, oh, another director gone. Did Tony Gilroy replace someone on this as well? I feel like he did. But here we go. Deadline exclusive. As Disney Plus prepares to start production on its new Rogue One spin-off series, it will be doing so with a new director. As sources tell Deadline, Toby Haynes will helm the first 3 episodes, replacing Tony Gilroy. Sources say Gilroy dropped off as director for COVID-19 related travel reasons. Gilroy lives in New York and had to make a decision quickly, which is important to note. Had to make a decision quickly on whether he would head over to the UK for the shoot. In the end, he thought it would be best that he'd stay in New York and have Haynes take over his directing duties. Haynes already was on the high list of directors who would helm future episodes, because Gilroy was just down for the first 3. And along with being executive producer and showrunner, which, as we'll find out, he's maintaining those roles. So he's still overseeing the whole deal. Haynes was already high on the list of directors that would helm future episodes, and since he was already in the UK, all parties thought it would make the most sense. Gilroy will stay very much involved with the series as executive producer and showrunner. Let's check the chat. Marvel fan says, I wonder how much this will push back production. Good question. And that's why I harped on that he had to make the decision quickly. So the cool thing is that they're starting Cassian production pretty soon, because Gilroy had to in and out right then and didn't want to wait around to see how things would be. So that's one bit of good Star Wars news out of this. There's a couple of good ones, actually, if you want to interpret it that way. Is that they're going to start filming soon. So that's a banger. Stuart Lugston says, Stuart, always see Stuart around on Twitter and stuff, they should bring back Gareth Edwards. Well, as Gilroy is the showrunner, and as he had to come in and clean up Gareth Edwards' perceived, well, mess that I doubt that he, or probably, you know, I'm sure Gareth, you know, he's the loveliest person ever. But if you had to come in and clean up someone's mess, you're probably not going to hire them to potentially make another mess. So Toby Haynes, first up, best known for his Star Trek themed Black Mirror episode. We'll go into that. Anything more here on Deadline? Let's we'll hit the rest of this. The series centers on the Cassian Andor character, Diego Luna reprising his role from the film, and is in pre-production with plans to start shooting next month. A Disney spokesman declined to comment. Dun, dun, dun. The show is being described as a spy thriller. And Alan Tudyk is set to reprise his role as K2SO Andor's sidekick. It would be so cool. It would be such weird modern nostalgia to see K2SO back in a Star Wars bit of information. Now, Tony Gilroy came in. Emily Lynn is saying his Black Mirror episode was great. Now, I watched the first Black Mirror, you guys. The one where the Prime Minister has to do stuff to get the girl freed in the UK. Seriously, zero buys. That made me feel horrible to be a human. No good, no good. So I was like, I don't want to risk feeling like that after watching television ever again. So I never watched another Black Mirror. This wasn't for me. I'm a bit squeamish. I like Ewoks. Come on. But I have been told that his one, which is called the USS Collister episode of Black Mirror, I have been told by people that I've had this conversation with that if you're going to watch one, watch that one. And it'll appeal to me for all the Star Trek references and stuff. But I see Catherine Neame is in the chat. And I did a quick Google because I was hoping Catherine would be there. I'll just change this screen sitting around so you get more screen. Catherine is the biggest Cassian Andor fan that I know. So in honor of Catherine being here, now that we're on our new times, 9 a.m. on the east coast of Australia, I did a Google that I will now screen share and we will review. And then we'll get back to this Cassian news, but I'm just doing this for Catherine. And that is my Google search of Cassian Andor hot. Look at the pictures. We've got one of him. The first one, he does look quite hot, I have to say. He's turning around on the Rogue One set. Then there's a picture of a Jyn Erso doll, which isn't the best vote of confidence. Then there's a bunch of hot toys. Someone's done a YouTube about hot toys they wish they'd make. Then there's a Cassian Andor Black Series action figure that looks actually pretty sick. And then another photo of him, very debonair at Yavin 4. A few toys, a car, some Funkos. I'm not sure if Funko is, it's like a Hot Toys Funko, if that's the best showing that someone's hot or not. And then there's a bunch of photos of his boots, which isn't the best. If someone says, oh, is that guy good looking? Oh, you've got to see his boots. You've got to see his boots. So there's that. But yeah, so Gareth Edwards. I always go to say Gareth Reynolds of the doll, our buddy. He's been on the podcast. He did a very funny live show at the LA Podcast Fest. It's available on the Steele Wars feed. Check it out. Check out the doll as well. Oh, very good podcast. But famously, Gareth Edwards did his film. It was deemed that it needed huge reworking, and then Tony Gilroy came in and sort of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with how he spoke about his time directing Rogue One. So let's just check this out, because I'm sort of like Gilroy, the end result of Rogue One was I absolutely loved it. But to direct a TV series, I was sort of just like, oh, he doesn't. We'll see what he said about Star Wars, and then see what you guys think. So this is an old article from the Hollywood Reporter, Heat Vision, April 5th, 2018. He did a podcast. I actually remember listening to the podcast going through customs at LAX. The screenwriter who salvaged the Star Wars project says the situation was so dire, all you could do was improve on their position. But there's a few, this is sort of shows, because we love, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan and all that good stuff. So it's sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of, it can, you want people to share your enthusiasm. I always thought if I saw Tony Gilroy somewhere, I couldn't go up to him and go, I loved your film. He's just about, Thurbo says we are living in the Black Mirror right now. Yes, and that's why I don't want to watch it. Anyway, so Gilroy on this podcast said, choosing his words carefully, Gilroy signaled how much of the project was changed after he boarded. Star Ben Mendelsohn has said, Mendo! An enormously different version of the film exists. He says, I came in after the director's cut. I have a screenplay credit in the arbitration that was easily won, which, I don't know, it comes off a little bit sluggish. Anyway, unlike lifelong Star Wars fans, The Last Jedi's Rian Johnson, Gilroy was not a fan of the franchise before boarding and therefore had no trepidation about potentially messing it up. I've never been interested in Star Wars ever. Change that around. It's better. So I had no reference for it whatsoever. I was unafraid about it, said Gilroy. And they were in such a swamp. They were in so much terrible, terrible trouble that all you could do was improve the position. Rogue One debuted to strong reviews and earned more than $1 billion at the global box office. But Gilroy doesn't plan to return to a galaxy far, far away. It doesn't appeal to me, he said, of making another Star Wars film. But I don't think Rogue really is a Star Wars movie. In many ways, to me, it's a Battle of Britain movie. And just to clarify, that full podcast was The Moment with Brian Koppelman. And he starts talking about Rogue One at about the 46-minute mark. Now, let's hit some comments. Emily Lynn's got a few comments. She says, I have the credit. Hot toys, very good. And she says Star Wars needs to have more people making it who aren't so precious about it. Now, I agree, but I disagree as well. I think this we end up with is a good balance because Toby Haynes is, as we'll go into in a little bit, I've dug up some cool Toby Haynes Star Wars references. He's a fan. He likes putting Easter eggs of Star Wars films, including Rogue One, in his television project. We'll go through that in a little bit. So I sort of see this maybe as a similar thing to the Filoni-Favreau relationship, where you've got the more of the fan, and then as executive producer, you've got the seasoned showbiz vet that can sort of squish all that fan excitement and massage it into something that the mainstream will enjoy. Because as Star Wars fans, we need the mainstream buzzing about every one of these TV projects. So we can keep getting more. And the thing is, Disney know exactly how many people are watching them. So they can, that's why Netflix shows always get cancelled, because they've got the hard data. That like after 3 seasons, it's not tracking. After 1 season, it's not like bringing in enough like views. You're done. So what I'm saying is just keep click and play on those Mando episodes. Emily says, I don't want somebody who hates it or anything, but I think it's important to have people who are willing to take it in new directions and aren't totally married to what it was when they were kids. Oh, Oh yes, on that one. So I feel good about this news in that, like, obviously the world would be a lot better if Tony Gilroy could just go over there and direct these episodes. But I'm going to take what I can get with this. First of all, we know it starts filming next month. Sick. And second of all, we've got more of a Star Wars nerd in the director's chair with a, someone that obviously can put the pieces together to make a great film in Rogue One. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about that. Now, let's get into just going through, see if we've got anything. Catherine Dean says the first description put me off the whole series. Yes. It's very bad. It's very bad. Now, let's check out some cool Star Wars references that Toby Haynes has put into the USS Callister episode of Black Mirror. Let's see if we can get this back up. Looking kind of sharp. Now, I found this at BuzzFeed.com. Ali Hayes on the BuzzFeed staff. And if you're watching the YouTube or Periscope or on Facebook, you can see Ali. In case you're new here, I love Star Wars. I am new, Ali, and that's a good use of the license that you're wearing there. That Ray T-shirt. I like that one. I got called out yesterday for not using my good use of the license tags on all that new Mando merch. But okay, so this episode, the USS Callister, is sort of like a Black Mirrorization, to my knowledge, of a Star Trek episode. But there is some Star Wars references that Ali found, and that Toby Haynes has admitted to. So I'm not sure if she found him or if she's just repurposing them here. Either way, we are very grateful. Now, one of the references is when Christian Malotti, the actor playing Nanette, wakes up in the medical bay. And as you can see on the screen, you've got the light up sort of circular lights, and that is quite similar to the lights came on was a reference to Gareth Edwards' Rogue One trailer, the shot that never made it in the movie, with Jin turning around with all the lights lighting up. So that's a cool little Easter egg. Then the tube that Jimmy goes down. Jimmy's having a big day, and it's Jimmy with an I. It's J-I-double-M-I, his character. That's the Black Mirrorization of the word Jimmy. Jimmy. Then the tube Jimmy goes into when he reactivates the engines of the spaceship is a Toby says, I want it to look like the tubes of the Bespin in Cloud City. The tubes that Luke Skywalker falls down inspired that. So that's pretty cool. If anyone's in Melbourne, I always found at Parliament Station, the train tube, how it goes into the depths of the earth. That always reminded me of like a Bespin tube. And then this is a cool one. There's one line when Dally has just turned on, spoilers guys, on Mikola, has just turned Mikola into an alien, where he says, take that thing to the bridge. And that's the same line they say about Chewbacca when they are on the Death Star in Star Wars New Hope. So that's pretty cool. I love that he's one of us, one of us. Can I hear it in the chat? One of us, one of us. Oh my God, Rusty Brown's here. All right. Sorry, I just read a comment that everyone's very happy that Rusty's here. So that's that. It's fascinated to see if people can turn this into some negative thing, because it's COVID, bro. It's bloody COVID, hey? So that's that. It's making the best out of a bad situation. And for my really having no idea point of view, one for the better. Oh, we've got a few. Catherine Dean, one of us. Stuart Lugson, also one of us. So welcome. Well, you've already been here, Toby. You've been here all along. You're finally getting your due as a Star Wars fan on the Steele Wars podcast. Another couple of things. What time are we at? Okay. That we'll do. I want to show. There's some new footage from this Shadows of the Empire fan film that I'll show in a little bit. But oh wow, I'm really on the Hollywood Reporter today. There's a bit of press going around for Star Wars: The High Republic. This is on the Hollywood Reporter. And we've got Graham McMillan having a chat with Charles Soule. So you guys can check all that out. I will just read a good bit of sizzle about this book. God, I wish there was a cartoon. I just wish there was something. I'm going to try with comics. I will try read the book, but I'd like something. Yeah, I just wish there was a cartoon or something I could really just sit there and enjoy. Relax. You know, listen. My son is teething. He got to bed at 4 a.m. Oh, how does he then get up at 6 a.m.? How? Oh. Anyway, so I'm very tired. So someone of my temperament, I'm on the edge, you guys. Talking to my screen is my solace for the day. I can't read a book at this point in my life, like how I am. Anyway, so this is a great question. What can you say to tease those curious, this is me, about the High Republic as a whole, or the Light of the Jedi in particular? Light of the Jedi is the High Republic novel that Charles Soule, who is best known for his comic work in the Star Wars universe, in order to convince them to sample the book. Are there secrets to hint at or mysterious prophecies to drive fans wild? Wild! I hope I've conveyed that the High Republic, this is Charles, is a huge story, multifaceted, meticulously built to give anyone who experiences it that real deal Star Wars we all love. We've had some of the legends of the franchise contribute to its design and visual storytelling. Listen, I hope you got those legends in because there's going to be a cartoon or something. Ian McKay, the Lucasfilm art department, and more. And the intricate details of the world building have given the full support and power of the mighty engine that is the Lucasfilm Story Group. A lot of people who care very much about Star Wars have been involved. It's always good. In spite of those Emily Lynns and Tony Gilroys, and we've swung for the fences. I mean, we've barely scratched the surface of the story here. We haven't talked about the main villains of the piece, who are a group of anarchists, I don't know. Anyway, marauders with some unique abilities, help me with that word, into a very powerful, into a very dangerous in this era. I wanted to paint them as truly frightening. The villains we're used to seeing in Star Wars at least have some sort of loyalty to an ideology or code. The new, that's what set me off, that word. The nihil. Others is the nihil. Do not, except perhaps to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and to destroy. It sounds like a bad wrestling promo. Anyone, I'm here in WCW to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Oh, I've got my Lucas 316, 1138 t-shirt on today as well. So no wonder I'm feeling the wrestling vibes. That totally threw me off. And to destroy anyone or anything that opposes that goal. Oh, that is WCW wrestling promo. They have a deep and detailed history that will be explored through the initiative. The Nile and what they get up to is one of the coolest parts of the whole thing. That's good sizzle. It all begins with Light of the Jedi, the heroes, the villains, the worlds, the concepts, the weirdness, the sacrifice, the heroism, the tragedy, and inspiration all starts with this book, and it goes to incredible places. The scale of this whole thing is wild. This is not small. It's an epic from start to finish. Can't wait to see what folks think. Well, Charles Shaw, God, that hell really messed me up. Anyway, Charles, you got me on board, buddy. That's some good sizzle. Love the sizzle. Charles knows his sizzle. Catherine Neen says, if anyone turns the Cassian news into something negative, they are going to have to deal with me. That's not me. That's Catherine. I'm staying out of it. I'll just laugh. Yeah, so that was a good article in the Hollywood Reporter. There's so much more above that for you guys to read, but I feel like you guys that cover, you guys watch, you guys follow. You don't need all the other stuff. You know where it is. You know where it's set and all that stuff. All right, let's end up with a bit of fun, and let's check out this Star Wars Beyond, who is on Twitter and on YouTube, thankfully enough, because we are on his page right now. He is crowdfunding a Shadows of the Empire fan film. And I watched the first, hold on, Catherine Nee, in the old super chat here. This news has absolutely made my day. It's the best. I'm so excited for Cassian, and I hope everyone gets super pumped for it. Hell yes. Love it. I'm going to put that back up later on, Catherine. That's the thought of Star Wars news making Catherine Neen's day. That makes my day. I'm sure it even warms the heart of that ice cold Star Wars hating Emily Lind in the chat. Let's go back to hot. Let's show some hot Andor again. What are Hot Wheels? That one is pretty hot. I'll make this one bigger. There he is. There you go, Catherine. Hey? Lots of photos of his boots. What is he doing? Selling those boots? Or maybe there's a boot style that you could just buy, so everyone's very excited about it. Oh, there you go. Fascinating. All right, so Shadows of the Empire fan film. Thank you, Catherine, for your support in the super chat and your support for so many years. You're the best, buddy. You are the best. Hey, Stuart, don't come in here and say, oh, he's going to watch both streams. Going to see both streams. He's saying that Hello Greedo is also live. Maybe we can check in on his stream after we're done. That's the sort of dumb thing I love to do that always works out. Hey, if you watch this far, just hit the thumbs up and subscribe because it, I don't know, does something. But I'd really appreciate it. So give us a little thumbs up. And or if you're watching the stream on Periscope on Twitter, give it a retweet, or give it a like or a favorite or a hug. Give it a hug logo on Facebook. That would make me feel really good, you guys. So get into that. Anthony Napoli says, loves me some good boot. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So I will get to the Shadows of the Empire thing eventually. Shadows of the Empire is a fan series based off the 1997 multimedia project of the same name. It follows Dash Render, a smuggler for hire, as he assists the rebellion in their struggle to find the captured Han Solo and in defeating the Galactic Empire. In the Shadows of the Empire, a dark presence grows ever stronger, waiting for his opportunity to strike. His name, Prince Shizor. What a great late 90s Star Wars character. Both Dash. See, I'm too scared to go back and read Shadows of the Empire because my memories of it back then is like, this is sick. This is what happened between Empire and Jedi. Except for Shizor and Leia. That was some weird stuff going on there. But I'm going to hit this full screen. I think it's like a 6-minute sizzle, and I believe it's got some information about the Indiegogo campaign as well. So we'll see how we go. But maybe we'll watch it all. We'll see how we go. Maybe we'll just try fast forward to some pre-production shots that they've got. But I love Shadows of the Empire, so I'm very excited about this. And they did actually an article about it, or a podcast about it, on Around the Galaxy podcast, a real good sort of introduction to the whole project, which was about 2 months ago, I think that went up. So just look up Shadows of the Empire, Around the Galaxy. That'll pop up if you want to find out more. And we'll probably get these guys on as it all goes on as well, because I'm pretty excited. So let's go to old mate screen share here. And I do have to make sure I'll redo it, because you have to do something very particular to get the audio to share. All right. Feel like I've got it. Here we go. Shadows of the Empire Indiegogo campaign from Star Wars Beyond. Very cool. Full screen, and we are playing. IG-88, I think, ship versus the Houndstooth versus Slave 1. Oh, this is great. Topless guy for Shizel. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. A shot of the ship cockpit looked great.
Hello, I'm Spencer Coles, and I'm here today
Hi.
to introduce you to our campaign for Shadows of the Empire. The first aspect we felt was the most crucial was to get the look of Star Wars. Thanks to our artists and costume designers, we've been able to get a great glimpse into the world of Shadows.
Wow.
And insight on the story we want to tell. We had a vision to bring that story to life in a way that hasn't really been utilized. We wanted to capture the tone of Shadows through the costumes, which is why we commissioned several professional designers to create them. The atmosphere and characters are arguably the most important aspects of Star Wars, and we made it our goal to ensure that the feel and style of Star Wars was not only respected, but implemented in the characters and their design.
Oh, is that a new Coruscant
This is crucial to any homage, let alone one to a story like Shadows of the Empire. The visual effects are an equally important point.
Wow,
Help serve as the backbone for Shadows of the Empire. To accomplish this, we wanted to go back to the roots of Star Wars. This includes a very balanced use of computer-generated images and models created by ourselves or various well-known companies like Bandai. This allows us
to Mandalorian level space effects, but it's good.
And we'll harken back to the original Star Wars in various ways.
Shuttle Tidarium flying.
Another largely important role is the talent that eventually portrays.
Is that Dash?
We have come
Shizel!
For Dash and Zizor, it was especially crucial that we find actors that can not only act and look like them, but can
Luke Skywalker is going to be in it.
This not
Tyler
only
Adams
to them, but to the rest of the cast.
I totally forgot about Luke.
Chosen with a balance of looks and acting capabilities.
The guy that plays Shizel is buff.
We just met. How do you know that we're not going to be best buds like me and William here?
Oh my God! The guy that plays Shizel is in a movie with Dawson of Dawson's Creek, and he's being mean to him.
Too bad about that.
God, he's mean to Dawson. Imagine how he treated Princess Leia.
The thing we looked for most was the charisma. In Shadows of the Empire, Dash is very charming.
No, you see the puffy vest.
We found all these and more in Lance Bonza, but we found captures even the smallest mannerisms of Dash, not just in his acting, but in his everyday life.
Can I see it? It's kind of personal. Yeah. What's this?
I am not getting myself killed for your vendetta. I have a daughter, for Christ's sakes.
That girl in there? She's someone's daughter, too. What if she was yours? Is there anything you wouldn't do, Tom?
I originally thought Toro was Dash in that episode 5.
Show you the true nature of the Force.
I'd love it if Dash got involved in the Mandalorian. Dupree!
For the role of Darth Vader, we knew we had to split it up. First, we were able to find and bring on Dupree Jones.
Yes,
most
Dupree
notable for
is a
his role as the
champ.
body of Vader in
Hey,
various
Skyforge is in the
movies,
chat, and
including
they say that they're working on that.
For the
Nice,
voice of
man.
Darth Vader, we found a rather undiscovered talent, Ryan Golden, who has studied the voice, inflections, and mannerisms of Darth Vader for his entire life.
Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power.
Wow.
Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength.
If you listen to the audio, half this audio is this guy Ryan Golden doing the Darth Vader voice.
I'll never join you. He told me you. No.
This is him.
I am your father.
Wow, that's good.
Although the initial travel ban earlier this year limited our ability to scout locations, we can safely confirm that
Inside the Outrider, looks sick.
exists in a hangar in Dallas, Texas. The interior that was originally created by Greg Dietrich has been worked on as a group effort by a various number of people.
That's good.
We are extremely fortunate to be able to use this set for a series and cannot wait to get started. Now,
Damn.
all that's left is your help.
Okay.
Only you, the fans, can help make this possible. While we have made these assets and teams in place, we need help in getting even more to make this a full Star Wars experience. This is made by the fans for the fans. This is not just one person's effort. We're so privileged to be working with so many talented Star Wars fans to bring this journey to life. And we hope you
Oh,
enjoy
concept
this
art.
journey as well.
And I think in today's world, you know, there's so many times that we say we want to create something or we want to do something, and people tell us that we can't. And I think
This is
that's
Shizel.
the wrong message, because what we should be doing is encouraging people and letting them know that anything is possible if you truly put your mind to it.
Here's a story that's been around for so long. I'm like, let's do this. If you're a fan, you got to be part of this. Got to be.
Wow. Star Destroyer over a snow planet looks sick. That must have been Hop, I guess. Yeah, Hop. That's in Shadow's Inn. Oh, sick logo. Reminds me a bit of the Solo. How they do that at the start of the film. Whew. I gotta pause that. Pause it, buddy. Break it down. Wow, that was sick. What did you guys think of that? I thought that was really, really good. I didn't get to click on the actual Indiegogo. Let's find out like what is happening. There's the link. This doesn't have a link on it. Oh, I'll go to Facebook. I cannot see a link to go to the Indiegogo campaign. Skyforge, you worked on it. What do you have a link to go to that? Maybe we'll just check that out tomorrow if you can't get back to us super soon. And Stuart agrees with me. Beautiful logo. Anthony says thumbs up. But Skyforge, where need some info. Why is it not in the links on the YouTube? Look at it a bit more. No, maybe in the whole channel have it in the links. About no. All right, well. Oh, I can send the link. Yes, please, Ryan. Send the link. Oh my God, Ryan that does the Vader voice is is in the chat. You killed it, dude. You killed it. Star Wars Beyond is here saying the link should be in the description of the video. Hey, I know where it should be. All right. I'm back on it. I'm not. Oh, maybe it's in the comments. You put it in the comments. You pinned it. You got to put it in the description. Put it right at the top. So idiots like me. Thank you, Ryan. The voice of Darth Vader is here helping us out. Okay, so let's go. Shadows of the Empire fan series. I'll get this up on screen. Application window. Bang. Indiegogo projects /shadows -of -empire -fan -series -episode -1 should get you there. And I mean dash like the little in between ice cream, not dash render in between. Like don't write shadows, then write dash. You're a true fan, but you're also an idiot. So they're looking for $20,000. It's a flexible goal. It's just started, 58 days left, and they are already at $629 with 14 backers. And this is what I like, the perks. So for $2, you enter into your signed comic giveaway. The winner of the giveaway will receive the entire Shadows of the Empire comic book set signed by the cast and crew. You can claim as many of these as you like. So $2, support the show coming out, and go into the draw for the set of 6 classic, I think 97 Shadows of the Empire comic books. Hey, I don't know if you guys can. I think I can organise maybe. He's in Australia, so you'd have to send it there. But the artist Hugh Fleming that did all those 6 comics, maybe we can work out a way for him to get his signature on it. Recruit is $5. I believe that gets you the raffle ticket as well. Okay, well, I can look at this. Sorry. You receive a digital thank you card from the cast of Shadows of the Empire and a postcard. Smuggler. Oh, you can only see that one if you're logged in. Interesting. Ooh. I think there's a t-shirt one right there. $25, Spoff and Spy. As thank you for your efforts as Spy, will reward you with 2 different Shadows of the Empire patches. Other perks also include all the other things. Digital thank you card, digital soundtrack and poster, Shadows of the Empire patch ×2, and 10 tickets in the raffle. That is sick. Can't wait to see this Tyler Adams Luke Skywalker. Looks good. And then $50, Imperial Commando. Thank you for your service to the Empire. You'll be rewarded with a t-shirt as well as all the previous tiers listed. So that's pretty sweet. You get a pretty tight Shadows of the Empire t-shirt. We got Red Leader. You can get a soundtrack, physical soundtrack. Oh my God, $150. You get a Hollywood-sized poster as well as a 3D model miniature of Dash Rendar's Outrider. What? Oh. $600, and you get a DL-44, like Han Solo's blaster, by Lone Wolf Customs. That's insane. So if you ever wanted Han Solo's blaster and you just want to help me get to see this Shadows of the Empire thing, bang, $600 down. But I think I'm going to treat myself to the Imperial Commando. I wouldn't mind a Shadows of the Empire t-shirt. Tracy Moon, I don't know what he's doing. I just joined. Was there drama with the production? No, there was not. But I've run over time, and I was glad to get the Shadows of the Empire stuff out. As they got 2 months, so I think maybe we'll get some of the crew on to have a chat about it, because it sounds like just a good, fun, positive contribution to Star Wars fandom. And a dream of mine is to watch The Shadows of the Empire TV show. That will be sick. And apparently $1,000 for the armor. What the hell? Oh, Galactic Emperor armor. Right there. Oh, you get a Reaper Guard armor. Wow. And you get flown out to LA for the premiere. Hotel not included. I live in LA. Can you fly me somewhere else and then fly me back? Actually, no, I don't want to do that. But this is pretty sick. So we'll follow up with this and do more stuff throughout the weeks leading to. We're doing this every Monday to Friday at this time 4 West, 6 Central, 7 East, 9 a.m. the next day in Australia. A bit of time traveling. Tracy Moon says, I was asking about Tony Gilroy, not the Shadows production. No, there was not production drama. It's a COVID-related change, Tracy. So there you go. But you can rewind and see what we said. So I'll see you tomorrow. And Thursday, we've got Corey Thursdays, which is also always the best. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Really appreciate it. We've got some, I'll talk about that later in the week, some goals, some little goals we can all look forward to me getting excited about. And I'll have a reward at the end if we meet them for the channel. But loving the cool chat. Good to have the guys from the Shadows of the Empire fan film in the chat. Good to see. And I'll thank you guys so much. And may that fall.